Live from the Dr. Jerry Henderson Radio Complex, it's time for Card Guys. And now, here's your host, Anthony Schulte.
Good morning. Thank you, Michael, for the intro, as always, and welcome to Card Guys, Season 3, Episode number 4. Coming up today, we discuss the brand new Tigers. Plus, we highlight her and look at the looming WNBA Playoffs. Stay tuned for our reactions to the leaked NBA City Edition uniforms. And we make our Week 3 NFL picks. I'm Anthony Schulte. Joining me as always, my man, Ryan Donnelly.
How about them Tigers? Them Tigers.
Tigers are on a roll right now. We're going to talk about them pretty soon here. Right next to me, Mr. Michael Rosenkranz.
The Tigers are doing amazing things right now, y'all. I saw a stat from my dad. Shout out my dad. I believe it was Monday this week. Tigers are 23-10 in the last 33. They've been playing their you-know-whats off. They're still in this thing.
They are. So let's talk about those Tigers, shall we? Actually, first we're going to do our 3 stars. Goodness gracious. It's early. I got 2 hours of sleep, folks. Please bear with me today. 3 stars. Let me start off today. Chris Fetter's my 3rd star. I'm just going to kind of put the pitching staff under an umbrella here. Because the pitching staff, more specifically the bullpen minus Meatball Maeda, has been stellar as of late, winning us the games that we need to win. Tyler Holton has a very good ERA right now. He's only allowed, 2 runs over the last 46 innings?
Just about. He's got a 2.12 ERA right now, 7-1 record.
And then Foley's been closing out games very well. Chris Fetter, his work has been incredible with this pitching staff. My 2nd star is Darion Sebron. Now, you folks may be wondering, who is Darion Sebron? Well, he was signed to an Exhibit 10 contract by my Detroit Pistons.
Our Detroit Pistons.
Yes, sure. Our Detroit Pistons.
Our.
Darion Sebron from the Pelicans. He is my 2nd star because there's not much going on in the sports world, and I like his name. He should be a fun player here on the Pistons. And my number 1 star is Raheem Morris, kind of another umbrella pick here for the Falcons. Raheem Morris, the Falcons head coach, knocking off the Eagles as I almost knock off my computer. On Monday Night Football, a great performance, good comeback effort. Kirk Cousins down the stretch. He's kind of changed that whole culture from what Arthur Smith left in Atlanta. And it's been fun to watch this new kind of revitalized Falcons team. They get a couple early prime time games. They have the Chiefs next week, so those are my 3 stars. Ryan, what say you?
My 3rd star. Hold on. Big Kirko. If you can see, that's a chain. Kirko Chains is my 3rd star. 20 for 29, 20 for 29, 241 yards, and 2 touchdowns. 0 turnovers by the Falcons yesterday. Very nice outing by the Falcons.
Falcons played yesterday?
Falcons outing on Monday. Falcons.
Tuesday Night Football must be brand new.
It's like it's 2020 all over again.
Yes.
Remember when every single team played on every single day of the week? There was a Wednesday Night Football.
Yes, there was. There was Wednesday Night Football.
Ravens Steelers. I do remember that. Falcons look pretty good. 2nd star, Shohei Ohtani, who hit his 48. Michael's guy, who hit. Speaking of athletes and Michael, you bought your first jersey yesterday.
I did. I bought my first jersey yesterday, way too long overdue. And
tell the folks what player and style.
Is it pretty obvious after this weekend? Aiden Hutchinson, after this weekend, 4.5 sacks, and as soon as the jerseys leaked, the first thing that my dad texted me said, "Man, I love the black jerseys."
Did you get a black one?
Absolutely.
Nice.
Good.
Absolutely. So, next weekend, you can expect to see me in that Hutch jersey for the Lions.
Hopefully the Lions pull it off.
Sorry.
I sure hope so.
I have a little side tangent, because when he said my guy, I was like, oh, Michael got a jersey yesterday for the first time in his life. So
I got to work on getting a Shohei jersey, too.
Yeah. I wanted to point that out to the folks because that's pretty exciting for us over here in Card Guys land. But second star Shohei Ohtani, who hit his 48th home run, extending the most home runs in Dodgers franchise history. He is on pace to have the first ever 50-50 home run season. I hope that happens because I really love Shohei Ohtani. And my first star, I said this to myself yesterday, if he got out of the inning and he'd be my first star, Tyler Holton. Man, he has a higher ERA than Terry Skubal, which is pretty good. He has not allowed a run since he's allowed only 2 runs since August. This guy is going to be very good.
Those are your 3 stars.
Those are my 3 stars.
Michael, what do you got for us?
So just taking a look at my 3 stars here, the third star, I'm going to have to go with Juan Soto. He hit, I can't remember exactly what home run number it was. I want to say it was just about 40, though. But he's already hit 200 home runs in his career. He is thriving with the Yankees right now, and he's going to be a very clutch player in the postseason for them, so long as the entire Yankees team doesn't pull off another one of their historic chokes that they've done for the better part of 2 decades now. Anywho, my second star, no disrespect to New York fans, but that's kind of what happened. Anywho, my second star has got to be A'ja Wilson. We're talking WNBA, so why not highlight someone out of the WNBA? She recently set not only the NBA single-season rebounding record, overtaking Angel Reese, she also set the single-season scoring record, first player in WNBA history to reach 1,000 points in a single season. The WNBA is a very tough league.
Could you say it's on fire right now? Are they bringing the show of shows to Las Vegas?
They will be bringing the show of shows here.
She plays for Las Vegas.
She does.
Wait, does she get that rebounding record with a above 50%? Above 38% field goal percentage at the rim?
I want to say she does.
So now the rebounding record belongs to an actual rebounder.
Let me just double check this really.
What is her field goal percentage? I'm just curious.
A'ja Wilson's field goal percentage as of now.
Go to stats.
Right now she's averaging 26.9 points
Good Lord.
a game, which is absolutely incredible. Her field goal percentage this year for Vegas is 51.8%.
Ahoy!
49.7 in her career.
A real rebounder, I see. She doesn't farm her rebounds at the rim.
It sounds like somebody I know. Do you know who it is? Who
I have a feeling. Would you like to tell the viewers?
Yeah, I don't know. I think Angel, I think her name is.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Hold
That
on.
sounds about right.
Hold on. Well, what's your favorite candy?
Well, my favorite candy personally is Skittles.
Oh. Well, actually, mine is actually a nice Reese's cup.
Well, you know what those would do to me?
What?
Those would
Angel Reese is the person we're thinking of.
Yeah. Reese's have peanuts in it.
Yeah, he's
I have
allergic
a
to peanuts.
peanut allergy, so that cannot be my favorite candy.
You and I both, dude.
Yeah.
We're allergic to peanuts over here.
I know a lot of people that are allergic to peanuts. Shout out Cameron.
Okay.
That's my cousin.
Okay. Then
Number 1 star, Michael.
My first star has got to be Parker Meadows. Again, the dude has been on a tear, went 2 for 4 last night, made an insane running catch that easily saved a run, possibly the game, and he closed it out with the final 2 outs in the 9th inning. Parker Meadows is continuing to play good baseball.
Could you say he's on fire right now?
He's
bringing the show of shows to Las
fire right now.
Vegas.
In case you haven't heard,
WWE is on fire right now. We're
I have
doing a Triple H impression here.
I have 2 wrestling fans right beside me, too, but those are my 3 stars, but we got to talk some Tigers,
Talk some
Joe.
Tigers. So now we're actually going to talk Tigers. I'm not going to prematurely lead us into the segment again. Tigers, take another win last night. Just keep winning, as they say.
Won the series,
technically against the Royals. Going for the sweep tonight. Scubal's on the bump tonight. I guess their plan, according to our friend of the show, Isaac Haffenden, is that they're trying to save him for game 163 against the White Sox. potentially a postseason clinching game. I think they're just trying to save them for whatever game can clinch us the postseason. That's what they're going to save them for. Big game tonight, because if we could sweep the Royals, we become 3 games back of the Royals in the wild card. Now, for context, the Royals are in 2nd place in the wild card. Twins are in 3rd place. With a win tonight against the Royals, we become, I think it's 3 games back of the 2nd place wild card, which is entirely possible. So something special is brewing in Tiger Town. I will say.
Something is brewing in Tiger Town right now. Who would have thought in July, Tigers were about, I think the highest was about 9.5 games back at that time. Who would have thought we'd be sitting here right now and the Tigers are all of a sudden technically now 2.5 games back because Minnesota still owes the tiebreaker over you.
Same
but right
with Kansas
now
City.
they're sitting, as you look at your stat sheet right here, 1.5 games back out of the wild card.
Weren't we like 7.5 or 9.5 games back on August 22nd?
I think right about there you were about in the same spot. And at that point, hope just seemed bleak. It was just, you couldn't really find a light at the end of the tunnel. And by this team just coming together and continue to play how they've played in the last 30-some games, it's been awesome to see, and you got a very important game tonight against the Royals. And if you want to prove yourself that you got a shot in the postseason, go out and sweep KC. Mm-hmm. They've been faltering the past 2 games. Go out and take advantage of them.
In case you haven't heard, the Detroit Tigers are on fire right now. I can't believe I'm going to say this, but our season was saved on a bulk. If you didn't watch, I forgot who the Royals pitcher was, but it was like 2-1 Tigers. There was 2 men on base. The pitcher threw a balk. Parker Meadows was up, I believe, and then Parker Meadows hit a bloop single to right or to left, and then Trey Sweeney scored. If that's the play that saved our season, that'll be like if we are like in playoff contention and we lost a game or we won a game because of a balk. That's going to be the funniest thing to ever happen this season. Like, this team is resilient. That's it. This team. That's the word I have for this team. Resilient.
It was Lucas Erceg.
Lucas
Erceg.
And Lucas Erceg's a good pitcher. He's got some heat.
He got gassed though.
He is good.
All those Royals pitchers throw heat. Mm-hmm. All of them do. But this team is so good.
And let's remember, too, Parker Meadows hit his go-ahead grand slam against the Padres off of a 101-mile-an-hour four-seamer.
Mm-hmm. However,
he's used to getting a little bit of heat thrown his way.
Oh, yeah.
So good on him to read that.
You have to be in today's MLB.
Yeah.
I mean, I did see a stat yesterday in the broadcast, and I'll make it quick, that both the Twins and the Royals on the tiebreaker over us, which isn't great. However...
Makes it a little tougher?
It makes it a lot. I saw that the Royals on the tiebreaker, and I was like, ooh, that's not good. So we just need Minnesota and Kansas City keep losing. We just got to keep winning. Our job is to win. That's about it if we want to make the playoffs.
Indeed.
And if we don't, we'll look back at this season, and we'll just say this is a fun team. And I already have a map in my mind of how I want Scott Harris to tackle this offseason and in the draft. This is an important offseason, and this could shape our future. Just Detroit sports in general is just amazing.
Minus the Pistons.
The Pistons are going to... True. In a couple of years, they're going to be pretty good. But
well, we said that a couple years ago. So.
Well, it's a new era.
We said that a couple years ago as well. It's an endless cycle.
It's an unbreakable cycle.
Anyways, I'm done with it.
So the Tigers, they play tonight, 7:40. I said this, and I'll put a button on it with this. I said this yesterday in our group chat. This is very reminiscent of the 2022 Detroit Lions. Scrapping for a playoff spot late. It's a young team. You didn't really expect much, especially at the start of the season. We started 1-6 that season. And you kind of turn it around late season, and all the young guys that you're giving chances to are just coming together. And it's very reminiscent of that. And if we can have an offseason like we did that offseason, that 2023 offseason, before the 2023 season, before last season. And we can put it all together, and this team can become a perennial playoff team over an offseason, which is entirely possible. And we'll cover that in a later show. That is incredible. That is incredible. And the same thing happened across the street. Why can't the same thing happen across the street? Anyways, 7:40 is first pitch tonight. Tarek Skubal on the bump for the Tigers and Royals. Tigers going for the sweep.
I will have my Skubal cards on my lap as I watch the game tonight.
All right. Thank you, Tony.
You're welcome.
Shout out Tony if you're
Tony.
watching this. Hopefully you're watching this today. Anyways, WNBA playoffs are looming. What do we have? One more day of regular season left, I think I saw.
Yes, one day.
It's tonight. So
I think it's tomorrow, actually. Tomorrow night.
It's today? Yep, tomorrow's Thursday.
Tomorrow
Yep,
night.
I saw it was
tomorrow
Thursday.
night's got 6 games.
What is wrong with me? We have a very exciting WNBA playoffs coming up. The WNBA has been fun to watch. I'm excited. I think I saw that the New York Liberty secured the number 1 seed.
That's correct.
Yes.
So, New York Liberty, Brianna Stewart, Sabrina Ionescu, 2 very, very talented players. I'm excited for the playoffs, personally. I'm excited.
I really am, too. So, the WNBA's got 6 games closing out tomorrow. 3 at 7, 1 at 8, 2 at 10. So, just giving you all an updated bracket. This was as of last night, about 11 p.m., so the records have changed. But New York, the Liberty sit in the number 1 seed. They currently sit with a record of 32-7 right now. They've just been absolutely on fire right now. So
they bring in the show of shows to Las Vegas.
We'll get to Las Vegas in a second. The Minnesota comes in as your number 2 seed. They're sitting at... If I can find them up here. They're now at 30-9 because these records here are outdated. Yep. 3rd seed's going to go to Connecticut. They're 27-12. They lost last night. Las Vegas, the Aces are sitting as your number 4 seed. They're right now at 26-13. Seattle's your number 5 seed. They are sitting right now. I literally have to scroll back down and back up to get to these records. Thank you, Anthony.
24-15.
24-15, Seattle are. And then Indiana Fever.
Caitlin Clark and friends.
Caitlin Clark and friends. They have the number 6 seed right now. They're sitting at 20-19. They play tomorrow night against the Washington Mystics, which is going to be a very fun game to watch.
Yeah, 6 versus 8.
And then just rounding out, you have Phoenix, Washington, Chicago, Atlanta, Dallas, and Los Angeles, just to try and kind of speed this up a little bit.
I think Los Angeles has a shot.
Don't you mean the Shock?
Oh, yeah, you misspoke.
Oh, yes,
11
Dallas.
is not Dallas.
Dallas is apparently the Detroit Shock.
Well, they are.
They are the Detroit Shock.
I made up
that were changed into the Dallas
mistake.
Wings.
I made that mistake on Monday's show, so now I have to correct myself.
So how this is going to work? Tomorrow night, it's Washington, Chicago, and Atlanta in a 3-way fight for the 8th seed. That doesn't sound too good. Anyways, Atlanta is in the driver's seat right now. Simply put, all they got to do tonight is win against the Liberty tomorrow night. If they do that, they're in. Mm-hmm. There's a whole bunch of different scenarios here too.
So it's just a simple win and you're in.
Exactly. It's as simple as win and you're in for Atlanta. And the WNBA playoffs are just going to be fun. Do you guys think that this is going to awaken something in Caitlin Clark? Because let's remember, she's been to the national championship twice now in her tenure at Iowa. She's yet to win a national championship.
She does have a lot of experience.
She has a lot of experience.
She knows how to play under pressure. She knows how to play in a playoff type environment, a bracket type environment, obviously. And she's been to championship games. Now, honestly, I think the women's basketball national championship in college is a bigger stage than the WNBA finals.
It is.
I think it's more popular. I think it was a bigger stage. So I think she's going to be even more comfortable than we may realize, because I think March Madness for both NBA and WNBA, both men's and women's, March Madness is the bigger stage than NBA playoffs, WNBA playoffs, just because of the sheer amount of people who don't like the NBA but like college basketball. They're watching along with the people who like the NBA and like college basketball. And if you don't like college basketball but you like the NBA, usually you're watching March Madness because it's basketball and it's the players that are about to come into the league. So March Madness on all ends is much more popular than the NBA and WNBA playoff systems. So I think with that big stage already set and her experience in that, that's going to set her up for more success. I think if there's any team that could pull off an upset, as in seeding upset, it will be the Fever, just based off, I mean, look how she's performing in the regular season. Imagine what she could do in the playoffs. And I feel like she's the type of competitor that the bigger the stage, the better she plays.
Mm-hmm.
So that's my opinion with it.
No, I totally respect your opinion, and I'm very excited to watch Caitlin Clark in the postseason.
It's going to be fun.
I want to pick your guys' brains really quick about potential, I know this is early, but potential WNBA awards. I think it goes without saying, at least in my humble opinion, that Rookie of the Year is going to go to Caitlin Clark.
It has to.
It's good. You know, there's been the whole back and forth of Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese, and just a nonstop battle, whether it be on social media, which annoys the heck out of me just because there's so much not bad on social media, but a lot of trolls.
Negativity.
Exactly. Negativity on social media, so I barely look at that. But
I think what won it for Caitlin Clark is Angel Reese's injury. If Angel Reese kept playing and putting up those double-doubles, whether or not she's missing at the rim or not, she had a fighting shot. I think a very good shot at winning it. Contrary to my opinion, I think it's Caitlin Clark. If it wasn't for, I think Angel Reese's injury kind of solidified it, because now that she's injured, not saying she can't win it because she's injured, but she doesn't have as many games to prove herself over Caitlin Clark now.
Right, and that's the thing. You never want to see anyone go down with an injury, so that is very...
Right.
There is a piece of, it's a little unfortunate that that's what it comes down to. But I mean, there's not really much else you can say about Caitlin Clark right now and what she's done already in her rookie season in the WNBA. I mean, just 2 days ago, she dropped 35 points. 35. I mean, how much more can you do in this league than Caitlin Clark has already done? She's already a superstar, and she's still continuing her rookie season.
I haven't paid one attention to the WNBA this year outside of Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark, and I told myself, because of how loaded this draft class was, I told myself, well, this draft class and the next draft class is going to be stacked. But I told myself I'm going to watch a lot more WNBA. I haven't. I know that Caitlin Clark's doing pretty good. I know that Angel Reese is a shot chucker, and I know that Asia Wilson might win MVP.
Asia Wilson, I think she's the MVP.
I definitely think, yes.
You're averaging almost 30 points on 49% career field goal percentage. That's pretty good. WNBA or NBA, very good. I like Sabrina Ionescu. She's pretty cool. I like Brianna Stewart. She's also pretty cool.
Are you just saying them because I said them to start the segment?
I know who Sabrina is. She played at Oregon.
I know who they are.
She played at Oregon. She got drafted first overall in 2020.
You know who else played at Oregon?
Dylan Brooks.
Eugene Omarui.
I thought he played at Rutgers.
He could have. He played at Oregon though before he was drafted. I think he played at Rutgers and then Oregon.
I don't know.
Okay.
I think Rookie of the Year is going to be Caitlin Clark. I think MVP is going to be Asia Wilson. But I also think the WNBA champion, I hope, is the New York Liberty. I'm a big Liberty fan. Yeah, that's my 2 cents on this WNBA segment. I promise next time we talk about the WNBA, probably will be like championship. I will watch the playoffs. I have a lot more time now than I did back in the summer. So, well, I don't have a lot of time, but I have more time than I did in the summer.
More time in the evenings.
Yes. In the evenings, I worked evenings, so and the WNBA played in the evenings most of the time. So any day that's not football or baseball, I will watch WNBA.
All right, so that's our WNBA coverage. The playoffs start Sunday, I'm pretty sure.
Yes, I think you're right.
I'm quite positive it starts Sunday, so we will be tuning in, we will be watching, and we will be seated. Coming up after this break, we're going to talk NBA uniform leaks and make our Week 3 NFL picks. You're watching Card Guys Detroit Sports Talk. We'll be right back after this. Sports cards, signed jerseys, signed helmets, and more. Miller's Sports Cards and Collectibles is your one-stop shop for all things the hobby. Make sure to check them out down Mission Street in Mount Pleasant, right past Meyer. Miller's Sports Cards and Collectibles. Card Guys, Detroit Sports Talk. Join Michael Rosenkranz,
Sports take precedence over academics.
I agree, but
Ryan Donnelly,
Corbin Burns, who is their big-ticket J13 item. Scooble is with us. Scooble's our big-ticket
Did
J1.
you just call Tarek Scooble James?
And Anthony Schulte.
I have an issue.
You have.
There is no break. It's a constant grind. It's an unbreakable cycle.
Yeah, it's...
As they navigate through the Detroit sports landscape. Live Mondays and Wednesdays at 7:30 a.m. on 101.1 The Beat in Mount Pleasant and at 11 a.m. on YouTube. Card Guys, Detroit Sports Talk.
Welcome back to Card Guys Detroit Sports Talk. Ryan Donnelly, Michael Rosenkranz, Anthony Schulte with you here on this Wednesday, the 18th of September. We've got some NBA uniforms to discuss, gentlemen.
Yes, we do.
Oh, yes.
So,
my favorite time of the year.
let's scroll on down here. For you folks on the YouTube side of things, I will put up the jerseys right now. So our first slide of NBA uniform leaks, these are from Bleacher Report. Again, nothing is quote-unquote confirmed by the NBA, but, I mean, these are, every single year they leak like this. So these are 99.9% going to be the jerseys. I'm leaving that 0.01% in case something happens. However, our first slide of jerseys here, I'm actually going to put up right now. Look at that. Look at that. All right.
Sorry.
So let's start off here. We have the Atlanta Hawks, Brooklyn Nets, Charlotte Hornets, Chicago Bulls, Boston Celtics, Cleveland Cavaliers, Detroit Pistons, and Indiana Pacers. Out of all of these, gentlemen, which ones are our favorites? Let's say it all in unison. 3, 2, 1. Pistons. Those are clean, baby.
One of my favorite jerseys is the 2019-2020 Cream City jerseys by the Milwaukee Bucks. I love cream-colored jerseys. I think they look very, very nice, and these Pistons jerseys look really nice. To bring up Anthony's point, the only downside to these are the stains.
Yeah.
Especially if you eat
stain.
like a pizza, or if you have like some pasta
Or a meatball. Marinara
sauce, or if you have barbecue sauce with your chicken fingers, it's most like 99.8% of the time, for me at least, will get on your jersey. So
Thank you for being honest with us.
you're welcome. But these are so nice. I'm going to say it. These Pistons jerseys are better than last year's Detroit Bad Boys jerseys.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Especially because it says Pistons.
Yeah.
On it. You can kind of identify that it's the Pistons.
And
See, I also like the Bad Boys jerseys, too. At first, when I saw these, initial reaction, I didn't really know what to make of them until Ryan last night brought up, like, the cream jerseys of the Milwaukee Bucks in the past. And just kind of seeing that translate over here. I mean, it's a good design.
It is.
It's a good design. I like it a lot. It'll be interesting to see how that'll play into effect. In Detroit.
I like the orange with the cream. This is kind of reminding me of an A&W theme.
There you
I
go.
get an A&W theme from this. Now, also, we have to keep into mind, too, who's our superstar? Cade Cunningham.
Mm-hmm.
Where did he go to college? Oklahoma State. What are their colors? Black and orange. The black and orange look good on Cade. He wore a similar jersey to this, at Oklahoma State, and he looked phenomenal in it. I think part of the reason why they did this, I don't know for sure, how is our superstar going to look? And obviously, you can already tell he looks good in these. So you want to make something that's not only going to sell, but it looks aesthetically pleasing. And that is it right there. I'm excited to see what the in-season tournament court is going to look like. Because, those courts match these jerseys. So if we have a cream-colored court, that would be incredible. However, let's go to our second grouping of jerseys. We have the Dallas Mavericks, the Golden State Warriors, the Houston Rockets, the Los Angeles Clippers, the Denver Nuggets, the Los Angeles Lakers, the Memphis Grizzlies, and the Minnesota Timber Puppies. What are our favorites out of this grouping? Ryan, I know yours.
I love Houston's so much. I love last year's H-Town jerseys a lot. I almost bought one. These are way better. Like, the H-Town isn't that too big. I love the font. I love that it's white. And I hate that they got rid of the baby blue, and they replaced it with, like, a darker red. If they put, like, the darker red on like the sleeves, and then they had baby blues going down the side, these would be these would probably beat the Pistons, unbiased. But I have 3 favorites, and Houston is on that list. I will get to my third favorite in a second, but holy cow, I love the H-Town jerseys so much from last year. I love them from this year. Also from this list, I really like Golden State's. I love half of these jerseys on this list. I like Houston's. I like Golden State's. I like Memphis's, but I also like the Minnesota Land of a 10,000 Lakes jersey that they had last year, and they kind of brought it back this year.
It looks better this year.
It does.
It does.
The Land of 10,000 Lakes. I love that jersey last year. This year is way better, but if I had to pick one, it's 1,000,000%, 1,000,000,000%, the Houston Rockets.
I'm kind of going with the same colorway almost as you. I'm going Memphis here. I really like Denver's. I know a lot of people don't like the numbers, but I think their incorporation of those old rainbow jerseys along with a more clean 5280, their altitude level above sea level. I think those are really nice. I think the Mavericks are really simple and clean. I think Luka's going to look really good in those. However, Memphis, they had these jerseys. I remember they were wearing these jerseys at the Palace of Auburn Hills when Matt Barnes had a half-court shot. Yep.
I remember that.
So, obviously, it's a little bit of a sour taste in my mouth. However, I like the design. I like the kind of old-school, kind of 70s vibe you get from it, kind of like a disco era. I like the red. I love red jerseys. Gosh, I wish we could bring back those Pistons jerseys from Cade's rookie year. With the red and the Bad Boys font and the teal lightning bolts. Oh my goodness, those were a beautiful jersey. Really sad I didn't get a Cade. I got a Sadiq Bey version, not a Cade version back, and I really regret that decision. However, Memphis has got to be my favorite out of this grouping.
I would say Golden State looks very solid. I definitely like. For me, I'm not the biggest fan of red jerseys. Like, I can take a little bit of red.
Sure.
But I think the red with Memphis is just a little too much for my taste. But I understand how someone like you would like it.
Fashion is subjective.
Yeah.
Everybody views fashion differently.
It is. Like the red on Golden State, I could probably handle because it's just the piping down the side.
Right.
And I really like the rounded text here that they did.
Kind of classic
with Golden State. It is very classic with Golden State. I also like the colors of the Lakers. City Connect.
Yeah.
City Connect.
City Edition.
City Edition jerseys.
The Lakers are my least favorite out of this grouping. I don't like them.
That's fair. I think if I had to pick a least favorite, it's I'm sorry, Michael, it's Golden State. I like the baby blue. I do like the H-Town jerseys. It's not that I don't like them. It's just that they're not my style. But I do like them in a way more than Golden State.
No, fair enough.
I like the Mavericks when it's clean with the silver and the white. I like the Land O'Lakes. I like Memphis. I like the ombre. I think that's kind of like an ombre design right there.
Minnesota's looks clean.
Oh, yeah.
Minnesota's looks clean, and Jacob Tenson, if you're watching this, I hope to see you in one of those Minnesota City Edition jerseys because those are clean, and he's from Minnesota, for those that don't know, so hopefully he would pick up one of those jerseys, but you never know.
I kind of wish they flip-flopped that jersey, and they had the white at the top instead of the blue. And then they had the blue, the white going into the blue.
That'll be next year's City Edition.
Because when I think of Lakes, I think of the blue like being at the bottom of the picture,
Definitely.
So I think that would have looked a lot better, in my opinion.
No, Anthony, you might be onto something there. Now that I'm visualizing it.
I am open for hire.
He is. Go reach out. Yes. Anthony's a great hire. Yes. And what's going to be interesting, too, is the Clippers. They have completely rebranded, if you will. The Intuit Dome
the new stadium
is finally completed. And for those who haven't seen it,
devious smile on your
face.
Because I have a point.
Beautiful. Ryan, what you got?
I'm going to be honest. This is complete. The Clippers are my favorite jerseys in the NBA. Not the Pistons.
The new ones?
The new Clippers jerseys are my favorite. And I feel like that baby blue City Edition uniform ties it all together perfectly.
It's going to look great on Amir Coffee.
It's going to look really nice on Kawhi Leonard. And, what's his name? Not Moussa Diabate. Why am I thinking Moussa Diabate? The Michigan guy. He played for Michigan.
Diakite?
He played for Michigan in 2022. He got drafted by the Clippers in the second round.
He's not on the Clippers anymore. It's Diakite, and he's not on the Clippers anymore. He's out of the league, I'm pretty sure.
Womp womp. Oh, never mind. I don't know.
I was thinking Ivica Zubac, but that's probably not it.
That's not it. I was thinking of Moussa Diabate. Or I was thinking of
Mamadi Diakite, maybe?
No, that's his name. I can't think of his name. Anyways,
no, he won an NBA champion. That wrong. I think it is Diabate. Moussa Diabate.
I was gonna say yes, I know my Michigan players.
Diabate, Diakite, they all run together at some
Moussa
point.
Diabate, my favorite backup Piston, or my favorite backup Michigan big man of all time.
I don't think he's in the league anymore.
Anyways, I think that Clippers jersey ties in with the best uniform combos in the entire NBA. I love the Clippers cursive. Like, I love that from my childhood, and they brought it back, and I love it.
He's on the Hornets. Sorry, I don't want to interrupt you, but he's on the Hornets. So he's basically not in the league anymore.
Don't need to interrupt, because I'm done with my point.
All right, so we're going to move on to our next slide here real quickly. We got the Miami Heat, New York Knicks, Orlando Magic, Philadelphia 76ers, Milwaukee Bucks, Toronto Raptors, and Washington Wizards. I think this is the worst grouping, but it has one of the best jerseys in it.
Yes.
And that is the Raptors.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my goodness, they brought back the Dino. They've been hinting at the Dino. They brought back the Dino. I love dinosaurs. Dino is back. I might buy a Grady Dick jersey of that.
What's your favorite dinosaur?
Oh, I like a Velociraptor.
There you go.
I do like a good pterodactyl.
Pterodactyl.
It's
nice.
pterodactyl. And I think the most underrated is the Triceratops.
Yes.
There you go.
I think that's one of the most underrated dinosaurs.
Yes.
I really do. But I love the Velociraptor, the through the legs dunk, kind of reminiscent of Vince Carter. I love it. I'm just realizing that now. That dinosaur's imitating Vince Carter in the dunk contest.
Guess what? Look at the jersey number and the Raptor, 15.
Oh, I'm buying a Grady Dick jersey. I am buying one. Oh my goodness, I love that jersey so much.
That's clean.
I don't own any
clean.
other jerseys. Well, I do, but I don't wear any other jerseys other than Detroit, specifically Pistons. I will get that jersey. That jersey is so sick, dude. Oh my goodness.
That's clean.
They cooked.
Hey, NBA, take my money.
Oh,
Take them. Take it. Take it. Take it. Take it.
That probably shook the camera. I apologize. Oh, that shook the camera
Take
too.
my money. Take it all. I have no money.
Anyways.
I will be buying a Houston, Toronto Raptors, and Detroit Pistons jersey. in the order of Malik Beasley, Emmanuel Quickly, and Alperen Sengun.
Oh.
Anyways.
Any other thoughts on this grouping here?
Toronto's the best. That's it.
Toronto's looks very clean. I'm also eyeing the Magic. It's kind of
they're probably the second best.
The Magic, I think, would be the second best. I like what they did with the Heat.
I don't.
I hate
it.
Culture
I hate
jerseys.
it.
I really
It's
do.
just kind of.
It's
I don't,
cringy.
I don't know. It's
Heat culture. Like it looks. I guess the red is better than the white. What was it? No, it was black last year.
It was black. So maybe, I don't know. The red might be a little worse than the black now that I think about it. I don't know why the Bucks went with blue because, to be honest, I like the forest green.
I think
that
they've
do
had
already.
blue jerseys for a little bit.
My question to you
they have a
is,
little bit of blue in there.
my question to you, what is that on the bottom of the Bucks jersey? What is that? Like the state of Wisconsin? Like,
Oh, I do see that.
what is that? Is that the sky? It might make sense when they reveal it in full, but from the front, I don't know what it is.
I think it might just be the design. Honestly, I don't know.
I hate it. But my second favorite is actually the Sixers.
I don't really.
I like
it.
those.
It's white. I'm sorry. I can't get behind. If you're making an alternate, I can't get behind making a white jersey. I can't. Cream is different. Cream is more of a beige shade of white.
Mm-hmm.
However, when you're making an alternate jersey, you don't think of your home whites. You think of a different color.
Fair enough. New York, the Knicks, they sort of kept their same colors, the white, blue, and orange.
Yeah.
I do like the sort of slide into the blue and orange on
They
the New
had
York.
that last year.
They had
with
that
those
last
blue
year,
ones, and
so
the blue ones were better.
they took a spin on it. But again, it's a white jersey, so it's like I like to see sort of just different colors other than white.
Yeah.
And
So-
even though the Shohei Ohtani jersey that I'm eyeing is white, it also has his name in Japanese on the back instead of the English version, which there's only a few of those left. But I want to get that extremely badly because it's so cool.
Nice.
And for those of you that don't know, if you might have heard my Japanese before, I took Japanese for 5.5 years.
Oh, wow.
All five,
Really?
all 5 in high school
Wow.
and a half a year at Oakland Community College back home.
Nice. That's
There you
very
go.
cool. All right, let's move on quickly to our final grouping here. We got the New Orleans Pelicans, Phoenix Suns, Portland Trailblazers, Sacramento Kings, Oklahoma City Thunder, the San Antonio Victor Wembanyama's, and the Utah Jazz. Colorful bunch.
Very colorful.
I like Utah's, but the only problem with Utah's is that they have 2 other jerseys that are the exact same thing.
Yeah.
No
Agreed.
creativity there.
Nope.
I don't really like the Valley jerseys. I think they've been better in the past. And I don't know. I guess San Antonio's is cool because of the very light shade of blue. I don't really like this grouping that much.
I'm going to be honest. My favorite is Sacramento. It's simple.
Yeah.
The colors are nice. It's nothing special, but I like Sacramento's a lot. I love San Antonio's jerseys way better last year. I don't know what this color is. It's like a baby blue.
Like a
Infant blue.
Yeah, infant blue. I was about to say that.
Newborn blue. That's what I'm going to call it. I like you said, the Valley jerseys questionable. I like the lettering on it. I don't know. I don't like the star in the middle.
Yeah, the stars.
If
throws
the
it
star was not on there, those would be my favorite. But the Sacramento Kings right now are my favorite.
I would have to go with the first one that I eyed was the Rip City jerseys.
Yeah,
For
they're just
Portland.
clean.
They're simple, they're clean, and sometimes simplicity goes a long way. Second one was probably New Orleans. Again, it's simple. The colors are not the best visually pleasing, but I get the concept of it. And I mean, I like the Utah jerseys, but again, to Anthony's point, there was not really much creativity in that designing process of this year's jerseys for Utah. So can't really touch on too much there, unfortunately, but Oklahoma's jerseys are also pretty cool. And
I mean,
It's all subjective.
I think
It's all subjective.
the team that has always had the worst city additions is the Thunder, because they've always been like extremely boring.
It's kind of weird, though, because you have the red on the gold almost, and then you also have the blue down the piping on the side, so there's a lot going on there, so
Yeah,
it's tough. I mean, I agree with that. It doesn't look the most visually pleasing, but then again, maybe I'm just too...
So we all like a jersey on this page, which is good.
Yeah. I think the one doom of this grouping is the Boston Celtics. What are we doing? Wannabe Michigan State jerseys, neon green.
That doesn't fit this franchise.
No, it's.
I think the big doom on this list is gosh, who has a bad jersey? Not all, they're starting to grow on me a little bit, but I think the worst in this like grouping is the Hornets, because they
Really?
Yeah,
I like the Hornets.
They-
The kind of
they've-
minty green.
I liked the mint green when they released this 5 years ago. It's been 5 years and they haven't changed it once. I have a mint green Charlotte Hornets jersey. Well, it's mint green and black and gold, which I mean I like that. But actually no, I don't like Brooklyn's. I don't like the Cause jersey that they did last year, and I don't like what they did with the Cause jersey this year. I just don't. If the team was good, I'd like it. However, the Brooklyn Nets have Killian Hayes and Ben Simmons. And I think these jerseys would look very goofy on them, so and I don't like that. I don't like that they're pairing these jerseys with Cam Thomas. But I just don't like these Brooklyn Nets jerseys. And Charlotte. I just don't like either. But my favorite out of the group is the Detroit Pistons.
There it is. All right, so that is the brand new leaked NBA City Edition uniforms.
Stuff could change.
Again, these might not be official. It's been spreading all over the internet. Bleacher Report picked it up and said these are the leaks. Again, they're leaks, not official, but we are going off. Usually the leaks are official. Let's move on to our Week 3 NFL picks. Let's run through this quickly. We have a pretty decent slate here for Week 3. Thursday night football tomorrow night in the Meadowlands. Aaron Rodgers against the New England Jacoby Brissetts. I'm going Jets here.
Let's take the Jets.
Not yet. I'm taking the Jets.
All right. We got Browns. We've got Giants in our first Sunday game. Gentlemen, who do we got?
Brownies.
I gotta go the Browns, but I feel like this could be a very ugly game.
It very well could be a very ugly game.
I gotta go with the Browns here, though. Daniel Jones is, once again, not it. And he's never been at New York. And the Giants are probably going to go 0-3.
And the Browns are coming off a win as well.
That's true.
So they're probably going to build on that. I'm going Browns as well. We've got Packers. We've got Titans.
Give me the Packers.
I'm going Packers.
I gotta go the Packers.
I don't like going with the Packers, but I'm going to go with the Packers. Colts and Bears. Give me the Colts. Give me the Colts. The Bears.
Give me the Colts. Give me that team. They bleed blue. Give me the Colts.
Got the Colts there. Are you okay, Michael?
I'm okay. I'm just
You think
deciding if I want to call this the Michael Rosenkranz upset of the week.
No, the first one. I don't think you've done an upset of the week before.
I don't think I've ever done an upset of the week. Just because I've been not too adventurous, which I need to get better at.
Take a look at these
But
games and see if I can pick
I
my
think
upset.
it's still just a little too early. Give me the Colts.
Yeah, I'm going with the Colts as well. Texans and Vikings. Give me the Texans.
I got to go with the Texans here. Vikings are starting off 2-0, but I think this is finally the game where they're going to get
Jettas might not play.
Jay Jettas might not play, and that
I think
entire
he's
team
trending
just
towards
might get a
playing.
little reality check with
Yeah.
C.J. Stroud and the Texans.
Give me the Texans. I think the Vikings are hot, but then they're gonna get too hot. Especially now that they're the best wide receiver in football might be out from day to day. It's not good for fantasy, but
Right.
give me the Texans.
All right, Saints and Eagles. I'm going with the Saints. I'm still riding the Saints train. They look unstoppable right now.
I'm with you. I'm taking the Saints as well.
I'm hopping on the Saints bandwagon after what we saw, what they did to the Cowboys. and have Jimmy Jones re-spiel his rant last year, yeah, Saints are a sleeper team.
All right, our next game is Steelers and Chargers. I'm going Chargers here. The Steelers, what, have they only scored one touchdown this season? I'm pretty sure the rest have been field goals. They've been winning off their defense.
Yes.
I think the Chargers are going to squeak out a win over, I was going to say Heinz Field. I forgot the name of it.
Acrisure.
Yeah.
I'm calling it Heinz.
I'm going Chargers. It's technically the upset right now, but it's 51-49. Not calling it my upset of the week. I'm saving that for a later game. Give me the Chargers. Even though it does still count as a pretty safe upset of the week.
This isn't going to be my upset of the week, but you can't bet against Jim Harbaugh, and the Chargers. So I'm also going to hop on the Chargers bandwagon. I already have my upset picked in my mind.
I'm
do too.
I'm gonna go Chargers here. I feel like the Steelers, with just the way that they've been low scoring, are not gonna put up too much against the Chargers. I mean, Justin Herbert, he's seen better days, but I mean the Chargers still have an elite offense.
They do. Bucks, Broncos, Bucks. They
This
look
is
good.
Bucks.
It's Bucks.
Bucks.
And then we have the Panthers and the Raiders. Give me the Raiders.
Give me the Las Vegas Raiders. They're going to kill them.
Show of shows.
The show shows in Las Vegas.
The show of shows, Las Vegas is taking on the Red Rocket.
Andy Dalton.
Andy
Bryce Young
Dalton.
got benched.
Bryce Young got benched. The Red Rocket, Andy Dalton, is making his return.
Now
I'm taking the Raiders.
We have two very interesting games coming up here. Two great upset of the week candidates. Dolphins and Seahawks, with the Seahawks at a 73% pick rate. And then Ravens-Cowboys, with the Ravens at a 66% win rate. These two games are toss-ups, in my opinion. It can go either way. I'm going Dolphins for Dolphins-Seahawks. And I think the Ravens right the ship and get their win.
These aren't my upsets of the week. I already have my upset of the week picked out.
I feel like we have the same upset of the week.
I think we might. I'm going to go Dolphins. Sorry, Kieran. And I'm also going to go Cowboys because you can't bet against Jerry Jones.
You got anything, Michael?
These are tough. I'm going to go probably the Seahawks because I don't know what the Dolphins are going to be without Tua turn the ball over. Plus, Tyreek only got me 5 points in fantasy, so I could see that decreasing over the course of this time. And I'm going to go with the Ravens. They're going to right the ship against the Cowboys. Cowboys look absolutely frazzled right now, and they took one on the chin against the Saints. And if there's any game that the Ravens can right the ship, it's against a bruised Dallas team.
It is. All right, 49ers and Rams. I'm going to go with the 49ers here because the Rams don't have an offense.
Niners.
It's obvious it's going to be the Niners.
All right, now we have an interesting one. We have Lions and Cardinals. I'm going Lions because I will always pick the Lions. But you can go Cardinals as an easy upset.
Listen, spoiler, there will be a couple times this season where I will pick against the Lions. But this week isn't the week. The Lions are going to get on their get back. They're going to win by 2 scores against the Cardinals.
All right, Michael?
I'm going to pick the Lions. They better get on their get back against the Cardinals because Kyler Murray has now discovered that Marvin Harrison Jr. exists.
True.
And he's going to be tough to cover because he's got height and he's just got natural playmaking ability. So I don't think it'll be as much as 2 scores, to be honest with you, because Kyler can scramble. He's got Trey McBride as an elite tight end. He's got Marvin Harrison. And James Conner is an underrated running back.
But you got to understand that their offensive line is very, very bad.
It is.
This is true.
So I feel like, especially because we have a top 10 pressure D-line in the NFL, I feel like that's going to help Kyler. Or that's going to help give Kyler offset throws, especially if Reeder's playing, especially Hutch coming off a 4.5 sack game, especially Ali McNeil.
Davenport could be back.
Marcus Davenport could be back. I have a feeling that we might win by 2 scores because of how bad that offensive line is and because how good that this D-line is with pressure. This D-line is so good at pressure that I feel like Kyler Murray is going to he's going to struggle to scramble a lot.
Ladies and gentlemen,
that is not my upset.
The Anthony Schulte upset of the week. Give me the Atlanta Falcons at home, prime time. Sunday night football against the Kansas City Frauds. I don't like the Chiefs. I don't like rooting for the Chiefs. Travis Kelce looks feeble. The Falcons are coming off an incredible win. There is good vibes with Kirko Chains. I am confident in the Falcons stealing a win against the Chiefs. The Chiefs are going to come into this game thinking they're the stuff, right? They're going to think they're the hot ticket. No. The Atlanta Falcons will sneak away a win under the leadership and kinship of Kirko Chains.
You and I don't have the same upset, which is good.
Wow.
However,
I was getting kind of scared that we
did. I'm going to go with the Chiefs. I'm sorry, but I need Travis Kelce, please get more than one target for me in fantasy. Please.
I think I'm going to have to stick with the Chiefs on this one.
I'll go solo dolo. I did with the Saints, and look what happened with me.
Well, there's only 2 potential games for upsets of the week.
And you know
they're
what?
both Monday night games.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Ryan Donnelly upset of the week. Give me the Jacksonville Jaguars. Roar! They have, although they played 2 games, haven't looked too great. This is their get back. The Buffalo Bills also don't look too great. I think Jacksonville's going to squeak out a win. My third favorite team, the Jacksonville Jaguars.
All right, Ryan, we have some information
What?
for you. So you said, quote unquote, "rar."
Is that what a Jaguar makes?
No. It says a noise like a nasally snuffling, like, no way. I don't want to.
I'm not going to do that. That's weird because.
For the most part, big cats, lions, tigers, leopards, and jaguars can roar,
Ha!
but they cannot
Wrong.
purr.
Wrong.
Nasally snuffling.
Wrong.
Nasally snuffling.
That is the scientific definition for
nasally
roar.
snuffling. No, it is not.
Go Jags.
Roar is not.
Go Jags. Go Jags.
That.
Go Jags.
Okay. I'm going Bills. I'm assuming you're on the same train of Buffalo.
I'm going to go Bills.
And then Commanders and Bengals. I think it's Bengals. And then the tiebreaker is Commanders-Bengals. I think that'll be a 36-point total. There. And our picks are locked.
My picks are locked.
All
My phone
right.
just fell.
There goes your phone. Well, after all that, that's all we have for today's show. Thank you for tuning in to Card Guys Season 3, Episode 4 on 101.1 The Beat and YouTube. Stay tuned for Monday's program where we go over these picks and we see where the Tigers are after a weekend of baseball. For my good buddies Ryan Donnelly and Michael Rosenkranz, I'm Anthony Schulte saying so long, everybody.
Love you, Mom and Dad. Grandma, I'll see you tomorrow again.